Aloha, friends and family. So I made this little YouTube page because I figured I'd do a lot of art, and kind of hard to look at that camera, but I do a lot of art anyways, and I live far away from some of you peoples now, so I figured I would just talk while I record a little video of me doing my art, and so in that way we can still kind of hang out a little bit, or you guys can hear my thoughts on things, and yeah, so just going to do a little Sharpie art with some black pen brush ink as well. So I think I'm going to do just a little ocean stuff. As you can see, I've got some sunscreen still on my face because I surfed this morning. Big surprise for all of you who know me. But it was fun, and I'll probably go surf again later. Even though it's small and a little bit windy, you can still always have fun with the right perspective and right equipment. So here, I'm just using the side of the Sharpies. Use a few different color blues and greens to kind of make the ocean and give it a nice colorful sky as well. So what's awesome about art is not everything has to be totally realistic based on reality. It can be if you want it to, but it can also go completely 100% from your imagination, which can also be a good time. And the nice thing about art is, like, you don't have to push yourself in any added extra strenuous way. You can leave that for work or a sport you may play or whatever it may be. This is just chill time for you to enjoy life, breathe, relax, and maybe create something cool at the end of it, but most of all, just enjoy our time and relax. So I just have a few more weeks before I have to go back to work, which is alright because I do a good job and get to meet lots of good new people and soon to be young adults going into 6th grade. So hopefully we have a good group of kids this year, which I'm sure we will. So with these Sharpies, and this is like a watercolor paper, it's pretty nice because it actually has some texture, and when you use the side of these Sharpies it doesn't fully saturate, so it doesn't fully soak in to the paper, so you can use lots of different colors and lots of layers to create a really nice kind of effect. It's just so far just 2 colors, that pink and yellow, and I'm going to add another pink and probably some orange. This pen's kind of dead on us. And throw that one away. Okay, yeah, some darker colored lines starting to fill the sky. Alright. So, one of the greatest things about creating art is, like I was saying earlier, is you can make it super realistic, you can make it very unrealistic. It's all about what you decide in that moment, what you want to create, and what you enjoy. You know, and if you're one of those people trying to sell art, you know, you just want to relax and create something that's still from your own individual artist perspective. As soon as you start to, like, just do things for other people, or you know, corrupt is a harsh word, but in a sense that's what it happens, is you corrupt your individual artist perspective for whoever your intended buyer or whatever it is may be. Alright, so now I'm just using this black Sumi ink and a pen brush to add in some little islands off in the distance. And then you can give this here, give it a little beachfront, give it a little wave, possibly a palm tree. So by creating things smaller to bigger as we move forward, it creates some nice perspective, some nice length in between these things, especially if we incorporate a little wave or tree right here in the front. The beach scene, if you will. A little bit tight from surfing, but that's okay. So I stretched out quite a bit. Hopefully all of my friends and family out there are having a nice day, not going through anything too tough or stressful. And if you are, just remember that there's crazy balance in life, and even though it may not seem like it at this time, that stress you're going through right now is just going to make you stronger and make you a better person. And it's tough to think about that in the moment in that time, but it really helps if you can just breathe and work through it and realize that you've had experiences and different things like this before, and you will overcome it. Because the brain is an extremely powerful tool that we all have at our disposal. But you gotta learn how to tune it properly, because it can definitely be something that can run amok and just create lots of nonsense and stories about different things. And so that's where breathing and meditation, yoga, stretching, being able to just take some time to clear your mind and unplug, if you will, from your thought stream all the time. It's a very important thing, I think, for people to do. I think, especially if you, for anybody, but if you want to create art, it's very important to have a nice, clear, clean mind and not have to worry about meeting someone else's expectations or desires other than your own. And I think, my father, Henry, for those of you who know Henry, is also an artist, guy who likes to create art, and I would always wonder why he carves these really cool tikis and hardly ever sells them, or they end up with anybody else. And I would always wonder, why don't you sell your tikis, why don't you try to do that for a job? And I understand, he said, it's just, he likes to just do it, and it's just for him, and a lot of the times he ends up liking the tikis too much to give them away, so he ends up hanging on to them all, which I don't mind or didn't mind, because I liked having them around. They were cool. Yeah, it was nice being able to go home for a couple weeks this summer and hang out with my family members, my padre, madre, sisters, good friends. Excuse me, little bug. So, but I also really do enjoy where I'm at in life now, living where I live, getting to enjoy this nice warm sunshine. Very lucky individual. But also, you know, we all have to acknowledge that we all have extreme creative powers within ourselves to make changes within our lives, you know, and obviously some people have more access to certain things than others. But even though that may be, even though people have different circumstances and are born in different places and have different opportunities, you know, it's very important how you look at those opportunities and those circumstances, because yeah, you may have been born into maybe a bad place or feel like you got a bad draw or hand in life, but I guarantee you if you take another look at life and the way you're looking at that situation, there's a better way to look at it that will improve your ability to, you know, get out of it or at least make the best of it. Because, you know, it's not a healthy thing to just be sad or upset or disappointed with life. You know, you got to be able to accept, you know, your lot and how things are, and hopefully you don't have to result so heavily on drugs or alcohol to do that, you know, and a lot of people unfortunately do, and you know, it's understandable with life and strains of living for a lot of people, having jobs and kids and bills, and they've gotta do all these things. That's why if you have a moment like this where you can just relax and create some art, make sure you're very thankful for it, because a lot of people would love to just have the opportunity to be able to express themselves. So, and you know, I could look at that in lots of different ways. And I'm super thankful for it right now, but I don't have to be, you know. I could just be one of those people who may take that for granted and not realize you know, how lucky I am as an individual to just be able to sit here and talk to you guys and have the freedom to say what I'd like to say. And yeah, alright, so far we got this little, I'm just going to check this, oh yeah, it's kind of in the video. So I'm filming another with my camera, hopefully you can all see it. I have my actual drawing going on down here. And from this little wave guy, we'll go. Gotta add some defining little features into there. Throw a little cocoa palm out there. Always a fan of some life, adding a little life in the picture. Whether it's a wave or a palm tree or flower, little birds. It's all good stuff, at least for me, and I'm the artist, so that's what matters. If you're out there wanting to create your own something or other, do you, boo-boo. That's what I have to say to that. Because, you know, I'm not one of those kind of people trying to force you to live your life any sort of way. There's lots of those people out there who want to make you think a certain something or live a certain way. Humans play lots of different games, it would seem, from my observation of them. Lots of strange and different games. And that's where I'll leave that for you to ponder. Yeah, I like just these kind of can't think of the word right now. For those of you watching, you may understand what I'm saying, but shadow pictures, silhouette. There you go. Atta baby. Silhouette. So I like these silhouette palm trees or plant drawings. A nice leaf with some sun backlit. It always makes for a nice little drawing, at least to my individual eye. Perspective is a very incredible thing. I guess I was saying earlier, people work hard to try and mold people's perspectives and how they see things and how they think, and it's understandable. Part of culture and kind of tribalism that we all adhere to, but it's also very important to be able to, logically and kind of systematically question the things that you've been taught and the ways that you think about things. And just because sometimes in life, it's always good to reassess and check for new information and reevaluate what you know about certain things, whatever that may be, especially in this world where we all have these baby computers like in our pockets all the time. So especially like if you care about something or are interested in something, use that technology, man. I know it's like a massive consumption machine where you can see all sorts of cool and entertaining stuff, but you can also actually use it to learn lots of incredible and useful things. So I encourage you all out there to do that, even if it's just like looking up one or two things online, trying to do some research about whatever, something that you're interested in, I wonder where mandarin oranges came from, or whatever it might be. Let your mind wander, do some exploration. The next time that you're scrolling through pictures of your friends, try and reassess, is this the best way to use my time? Is this productive? Is it valuable? Is it adding value to my life? And if it is, keep on scrolling, baby. Do your thing, Don't let me ruin your fiesta. So I think I'm just going to kind of finish up with this palm tree leaf, and then maybe add in a couple different touches of color here and there, and maybe a couple clouds. Handful of little clouds over those islands, for those of you not from the kind. Alright. Humming is an interesting thing, sometimes it's just fun to do, and at other times it's a beautiful way that you can extend an exhale of your breath throughout your body to focus on different areas, and that's how people in lots of different places around the world for many years kind of help themselves heal themselves. As crazy as that might sound to some of you people, but that's okay. Because, we all have different perspectives and different views of this world, and that's okay. I just heard a new Jack Johnson song. I think it's called My Mind's for Sale, or My Brain is for Sale. Excellent work as always. Excellent. He says, I don't care for your paranoid, us against them kind of walls, something along those lines. And I agree. Most of Jack's work I tend to agree with. As far as opinions go, I try not to maintain any of those too strongly, but some of them tend to cling now and then. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, you know, it's good to be open to information and new things. And in my opinion, when you identify with something, it takes up so much energy or kind of brain power that it doesn't necessarily always allow for you to fully, I don't know, have the most brain power to assess the situation, if you will, you know, because some of that energy is being taken away to hold it on to whatever you're trying to maintain as your status in your brain. So yeah, just giving this palm tree guy a little colored stem. You know, well, you can make it brown if you want, but I'm gonna make it maroonish. Give it a little character. You just gotta be careful because like up here it looks like some of this black ink is still a little wet. So I just got black ink on my Sharpie. So I'll just wait a little bit, let that dry, or maybe I just won't go back to it. And then these islands, I suppose I can kind of fill in with some color. Throw in a little something there. This one dark green. This works. Alright. Well, I think this is gonna wrap it up. You know, if you watch this video, aloha. If not, aloha. If you would like to see other pieces of art, you can check out my Etsy store, which is, I think there's a link somewhere along the YouTube description. Maybe not a link, but, you know, the website address. So if you want to copy and paste that sucker, feel free to do so. And I'm just about done. Maybe let's make these blue clouds. Yeah. Bada bing. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this a darker wave. How you like them apples? Just to kind of show a little separation, a little point of difference between, and it doesn't even have to be fully colored in. You can leave a little bit of space here and there because waves are funky like that, you know. They got a little whitewash, a little foam ball rolling around in there, you know. Riding the foam ball, anybody? Good stuff. But yeah, here we go. Almost finished up here. Once again, thanks for watching, tuning in, hanging out, talking story, shamalama. Well, until next time, aloha, love you all.